So, hello back everyone. Yep. Just want to quickly write that I'm back. So many stuff happened in the meantime. Okay, but what we found out. So where have we been the last seconds before we left? I found out that, or better, what we wanted to achieve is we found an issue in flutter.dev that we want to expose the input decorator IconColor. And what we want to do is we want to switch the colors not only by the brightness that is part of the theme, we want actually to be much more flexible by giving it an error color and a hint color and so on and so forth. And in order to fix that problem, the issue was that we couldn't find any ideas. So nobody's watching. Maybe I should announce it somewhere. Here we go. Yes, you do. Perfect. Welcome back. All right, so we have some viewers. I thought we, I think currently my internet connection is a bit jumpy. Good, but the coffee is back and I'm back. And the good thing is I found something out. You are on the job, that's all right. All right, so it's great that someone listens to if I'm talking during his work. I like that. So the thing is, I couldn't test that, right? So I had the problem that my testing framework was jumpy. And now what I did is I figured out how I can set up the Flutter SDK path to the Flutter SDK that we actually working on. Okay, I try to. And what good is, if I'm jumping now in the input decoration, you can see we have the colors now in place where they belong. And that's now pretty good because what we can do is giving the icon colors. And what I want to try is the icon focus colors set to green, for example, just to see if our emulator is doing something. And if we got an error, no name parameter with name icon focus color. Maybe this runner is still with the wrong version. Please, this one, go. And now let's see if the compiled version is getting better. Look at that, we get some weird messages. Okay, that's something. So maybe now we have the master channel on the Flutter dev, and with that we have now access to the different colors. And then we should see now the input decoration for the icon colors. And if we did everything wrong in the input decoration, we would see that the color is changing. And if we made a mistake there, then our test would be absolutely right, and yeah, we wouldn't see anything. So let's see how it turns out. Give me some good news, please. No. So the item color is not changing at all. That's interesting. So why not? It is only the focus color, so I have to click it. Okay, if I focus it, then it's getting green. So our manual test is working fine. What happens with the hint color? Is that also changing? So I think icon hint color is the name. Colors.black, just for testing purposes. And this should be the default color. Reload. Okay, the hint color seems not to work here in that case. Which is fair enough. I think this is just a standard color. And the standard color would be the focus color, or not? Yes. No. So something is not quite correct. So the focus color is changing, that's fine. But the default color is not. At least not like I thought it would So the disabled color, colors.red. So if it is disabled, it will be red. No. Not reload. Still not. Okay. And what do we have else? The icon hover color. Can make that one blue. Aha, interesting. Okay, so the hover color seems to change it to blue. If we focus it now, it changed the color. That's fine. So the only one that don't work is, the disabled color could also work if we disable the input. So if we disable that one, how can we disable the text form field? Can we even disable it? Google, don't know. So sorry for everyone who's waited for the stream with Mahtab today. Unfortunately, she is not able to manage it. So she has another appointment where she is working on. Okay, read only. Is there a property? Is that true? Read only, true. Perfect. And with that, our icon should change the color to red. Unfortunately, it does not. It's getting green. Okay, so there are some problems. The default color seems to be this grayish color, whysoever. If I'm focusing it, it works, it's getting green, that's good. The hint color is not taking place, the disabled color is not taking place because it is currently... Why is it not disabled? Is the read-only flag not working? Boolean is false, but I want to have it true. And now the hover color is changing. But on a phone I can't hover, or? This is not consistent, I don't like that. Okay, let's have a look into that. So we have our focus color. And if I take here a look, we have the copy width, we change the icon focus color, alright. That is just a provider, we make a hashcode check, that's fine. Where did we use it actually? Yeah, I thought also that there is no hover on phone, it's weird. So I think we come here and make a breakpoint. Let's see if we can debug that later. And maybe also here. And this get active color is part of this get floating. Oh, what is that? Ah, decoration error text. Oh, we have to be careful here. It is this get active color is not only used by the icon color. So we cannot just change it up here. This is not a good solution. So this can't be done. This is wrong. First of all. So maybe this is maybe our first step into a better version. And if you first hardcode the colors, yep, that would be my next guess that I can take. So no worries, that's all good. So I make that a bit smaller. So we are now back in our Flutter project here. We're searching for the get active color. And here I have to remove this part that I added the last time. Because what I said is this active color, I thought it is only used for the icons, but it is not. It is really for both. And what we have to do now is, instead of using this active color, what we could do is saying here we want to use the decoration dot icon focus color, and if this is null, we want to use the active color. And this would say if this is focused, we use that color, or else we use the active color. And then we don't change anything in the behavior that existed already. And the same thing would be for that hint text. We can't just change it up here. That would be a mistake, I think. The question is now, do we even need the icon hint text? Because I think the hint text is just used whenever we have not this part achieved. So I will keep that for now with this part here. And let's see how it behaves on our emulator. Let's jump shortly back. And maybe give it also a breakpoint once more, because I want to see how it works. Voila. And I think because this is a bit too long, I will also make here a line break. How could we do that the best? I think like this, and then this. No. Yeah, something like this, I think. I'm not used to organize that myself, so if you have a better idea how to separate these lines, give me a hint. Okay, here this is the test. I cut that off for now, and I want to see that once more in my emulator. But I will jump here back, and instead of doing it with the normal mode, I'm starting that in a debug mode, and hope we are jumping now in the breakpoint of this active color. Wait, I have to add that first here. That would be here, that part. On the other hand, let's just have a look how it will look. But I'm pretty sure the color is already set, so this is working, that the that our decoration gets the right colors. The only problem is most likely that we don't set it correctly. So let's have a look how our emulator works now. So let's jump into the home page, and we have that focus color, right? So if I select it now, it's getting green, and I can't deselect it anymore. And else it's getting blue. That's very interesting. Okay, maybe we don't even have so many color. Yeah, it could be. I'm trying to find out where these problems come from, right? So let me open this one up. And I think what we are sure is we have that icon color now. Looks somehow stupid, so. We have the active color, and the other thing that we changed is this get default icon color. And here I said that if the decoration is disabled and is not focused, then the color is getting the decoration disabled color. The decoration is enabled. Okay, so there is a parameter on that decoration that I think I can change. So here in the decoration is enabled, and I say false. And now it's getting red. Okay, that is working. So when the input decoration is not enabled, the read only is most likely not the right property, then, and it is not selected, which we can't do here, then the icon gets now red. So this is working fine. So fantastic. And the icon hover, yeah, the icon hover is something that we have to test now, because how can I do that? Most likely by looking for my Flutter instance. Usually I should have the, or I can activate the desktop variant or the web variant, and then we can check it there. So Flutter channel first, and I think, yeah, I'm on the... Okay, fantastic. Flutter version. It seems that in the terminal I use a different Flutter version than, yeah, you see. So this means my command line still thinks I'm using the wrong Flutter version. Okay, how can I work with that now? This means I need to set the configuration of that. So for this, I will swap here, because here I have access to the file system and can access the bin Flutter, which is our executable. And I can ask for the channel, but this makes no sense. It will be master. But what I'm interested is the config, but macOS desktop and web is online or is enabled. So with that, I would assume that if we use that, we have also the possibility to access this. How can I Flutter run the Mac OS? Stuff like that. Yeah, fantastic. So if I'm doing this now, I can do the same here. I think that would be more preferable. So I'm searching for Flutter. Okay, that doesn't work. And I should maybe put some music on. I hear right now nothing. This is a bit too loud, but way better. So fantastic. So where we are, we wanted to search for the Flutter version. What do we have here everywhere? Jeez. This was be development Flutter bin, and after that we execute Flutter. And here we want to have run the macOS. So hopefully we will, I think we can't do that. We have to create first, right? So this one, create dot, so that we get the macOS version. Cool. So now we should have the file system upgrade. I'm updating this. Yeah, so now we have here the macOS and we can run it now. And then we can test the hover. If we hover, then it should get blue, right? But at least this is how I understand this icon hover. And we can test that out by searching for this part, icon hover. Where do we use it again? Here we are. So inside of our get default icon color, we have the access to our icon hover color. All right. Sorry, it just takes a minute to start up the whole macOS thing. How are you doing at the moment? What is your highest thing that you are working on Flutter at the moment? That's correct. It doesn't make a sense on the phone, but it makes sense on the macOS and so on, right? So that's why I'm starting up the macOS or the web, so that we can see, or that we can test that it works there. Because we are working in the Flutter framework, we have to make sure that all clients are supported. Oh, nice. That's fantastic. City visit. Can we see already something from it? Wow, it takes a long... because it's the first time that I am starting the whole thing, so it takes quite long. Well underprepared, as always. You learn GitHub now. That's a very big topic. So where do you start at the moment? So you work on repositories and creation? Thank you, really looking forward to see it, really. Always curious what the community managed to do. I think I saw the last time that someone created like this macOS display in front of everything. It was fantastic. Like on Twitter, you could really see how much stuff you can do now in Flutter. It's crazy. Hey Nicole, nice to see you. Nicole is like the default hello sayer and then don't say anything at all. Really, yeah, I love the community too. Also with the documents, and I don't know if you have checked out the Git Medium articles at the moment. I think they are also getting better and better. So Cocoa Pods terminal, consider adding, what is that now? Okay, maybe I just run it on Chrome. Maybe this is easier. Downloading the web SDK. No, the setup didn't change. What I do at the moment is, because we are working currently with the Flutter SDK that I have installed with the new master, right? So that I see my changes right away inside of the demo case that we created. So if you remember that Hello World example, now if I'm jumping into the input decoration, that's fantastic. I'm happy with that, Nicole. You can always say hello. So as you can see now, if I'm jumping into the input decoration, we use now the package from Flutter and not anymore my default installed Flutter package. And how I did that is by just changing the settings inside of the SDK version. And now we have the possibility to test more or less our input decoration with the different colors. And what I want to do next, or at the moment, is I want actually to manage that we can see the hover effect. Because if I can add that, then we have tested everything at least locally on a local device. And we found already a bug. For example, the hint color is not really necessary. We will not need that one. So most likely I will remove that in a second. Where was the... Yeah, so we don't even use it anymore. So I think this would be maybe a good step, that we just search and remove it everywhere. The line here. So hint color, yep, gun. I can hint color, yep, with the to-do gun. And gun. And gun. Also away. And this here can also go. No necessary. Can be also gone. So you see it's everywhere. So now it's gone. Fantastic. And with that we have also this legacy stuff also away. We don't have to worry that there is a mistake in the future. So cool. Now we see we have the hello world, and if I click on it, it's getting active, it's getting green. But I didn't see the hover effect. I think... Is that not hover enough? So how does hover work on web at the moment? Is it even working? Text, form, hover. So the filled border color. What I first want to read is not this one. I think that can be gone, and also this can be closed. This can be gone, exactly. But for this hover color, is there any other hover? Yeah, so we have a hover color here. So let's see what happens if I'm... red is maybe a bad color at the moment. So let's make something else, purple. So if I'm hovering... Okay. that even running? Here we get all the details, okay. So hot reload. And I think I should remove all that stuff here, that like read, we don't need that anymore. This can be also gone. That cast can go away. This is not mandatory, but now it's looking a bit cleaner. I think all that stuff down here can also be gone. Sure, Stefan, let's talk about it. Maybe we can fix something. Maybe I'm on the wrong path. But still, the hover effect is not working, so that is interesting. Put the widget in a other Widgewassen widget to mask on hovering on active. Put the widget in another widget to mask on hovering on active. Yeah, that could be possibly work. Can we even say something like that is hoverable, or we just have that hover color, right? No worries. The color of the focus highlight for decoration shown if the container is being hovered over by mouse. If filled is true, the color is blended with fill color and fills the decoration container. When its focus is true, the focus color is also blended into the final fill color. If filled is false and is focused is false, the color is blended over the enabled borders color. The hover color is based on the current theme. Okay. Decoration. The decorations container is the area which is filled if filled is true and border. So is a text decoration image maybe not hoverable? Text form field? In a container? We couldn't do that, but an inkwell, yeah, we can try that. I mean, in the worst case, we have an inkwell here. But I think that shouldn't solve or change anything, right? No. But now we are also in focus, which is also not good. Nah, it's a bit weird. What does the hover color actually do? So if I'm looking for this one, where is it even used? So not this one, the other one, hover color. Again, hover color. Is it never? Required, okay, some hover, here is it required, we have the color. Widget dot is hovering. K hover duration, animation controller. Border container. So yeah, we have that border, and this should now, by hover, should be getting a different color. But we are in an error state. That is the problem. Max, jeez. But the problem is I created this auto validator with validate, and I can skip that even, but we have to enter something. So, and if I reload, no, we have to remove it here. And what I assume is because of that error. So, that is in the terminal right now. So hot restart. And I think now maybe, no, still. Hey Amish, nice to see you. Hey, long time no see. Hope you're well. Why is that hovering not working? Make restart, alright. In the meantime, I still try to read a bit through the documentation. Text, form, field, Flutter. The issue that we are working on, I can share with you in a second. So we try to give the icons of a text form field, or better, the input decoration, the icon different colors depending on what they are doing, like focus, disabled, and hover. The problem at the moment is actually that I would like to simulate an hover effect on this text form. All other things are working fine. So you see it's getting blue when we have it in... The only color blue is on hover mode. So it is getting now blue. If we select it, it's getting green, which is that one. And if it is disabled, which we can pass here inside by enable false. And we have to hot reload. It's getting red. So the icon hover color is the default color now? Is that correct? If I remove that, what is the color next? Is there a method on hover? Oh, that could be text form field on. No, there is no on hover. Maybe on the inkwell, but could be that we have to set that. Function bool. Okay. No, I think on mobile we don't have a hover effect. So now it is enabled false, and we hot reload that whole thing. So now the default color is grayish. So at the moment our hover is our default color. That's pretty funky. And this is also interesting that this purple color here is not used. Where can we use the input decoration else? Is there anything else that can use an input decoration? Okay, text form fields, of course. So here we have the hover color, right? Yeah, it's really sad that the hover color is not reacting to any changes here. So nothing gets purple in any case. This is a bit weird. Is there a hover on mobile? I don't know. Floating action button has a hover color. Yeah, but on web is it not working now? Oh, that's good. Okay, then let me try once more with the macOS. Maybe this is a better solution then. Let's see if their hover is working. But still, it is a bit weird that the default color. So for my part, we have to take a look why the icon hover color is taken as the default color at the moment. Yes, Hamish, but I just want to make sure that it works with all the different parts, right? So there is no hover on mobile, but of course, if I change something in the Flutter repository, we have to make sure that it's also working for Mac, for all the other parts. So if the hover is there, it should hover. Yes, I think so. It would be not in the release, it would be in master first of all, but yeah, and sooner or later it would be part of it, yep. So where is it now? Terminal. We have the problems with the Cocoa pod. Warning, Cocoa require your terminal to be used UTF-8. Okay, I think that is the smallest problem. Got a lot of text here. We are currently working on master because we use the Flutter repository, so we are on the newest of the newest. Pod init? I can try that. Is it just pod init? I have to go into macOS. That's true. Pod init, try that. There is no pod file. Reveal in Finder. Maybe there should be constraints of the hover place so that the machine knows where he... Yeah, maybe. It failed, so what is the error message? Could not find include file. So removing these pod files here. Wait. Not that one. Image, make slow. I can't read that fast, so I have to slow you down. So where is the problem? The pod file down here you want to delete. Okay, so let's try that. So and now give it a pod restart, right? So macOS. And pod init, right? So this has worked now. Now we try to build it once more. Cool. Running pod install. Looks promising. Difficult. That's alright, Stefan. I mean, we are learning together, right? That's the plan. So automated assigning platform macros are running because no. Okay, that's fine. Error running pod install. Okay, so there seems some issues with the Cocoa pods at the moment. Maybe I just leave the hover at the moment. But still, that doesn't change the fact that this icon hover color is currently used as the default color, right? So icon hover color, colors dot deep orange. Try on Windows. Need to set up the first other machine. That could take a while. But yeah, I will do that before I merge that PR, I think. So we have changed it to the color, and now let's try to start up the web again. Chrome. And then if the icon hover color is used as default, where do we use that actually? So here we have the input decoration, this is that part, that's fine, cool. Here we go. So if the decoration is not null, then we get the default color of icon hover color, but this is not actually true, right? We have also to check if the decoration is hover. Oh, the decoration can't be even hover. So this is of course wrong, right? Because if we set here always the color to the default color, where do we use that? It's only there. Okay, so what do we say here? If it is not focused, we take the default color and then we tell the thing that it is the default on hover color. I think that is wrong. Yeah, there is music in the background, but the music is pretty annoying at the moment, so let's change that. So. You can even make it louder if you wish, but yeah, just give me a hint. Just that it's not too boring to listen all the time to me. Okay, so if decoration, so this is completely wrong, right? We need to know when it is hovering or something. We have to have this information, right? We can't just hope for it that there is something going on. So currently we always is hovering boolean, so there it is. So this was missing at the moment. So what we need is getting back this part, and then here we would have something like decoration, no, not decoration, just is hovering. And this part. And then we return the icon hover color as a default color. I have actually one package. I think that would be the pub.dev. It's the buy me a coffee package that nobody can use on Android or iOS, because if you use it, your app will be most likely disbanded from the App Store and Android Store. It was just an idea for the web and desktop. And why is my internet so slow at the moment? Ah, do I have Wi-Fi on? No, also good. Weird. Okay, so buy me a coffee. I read a lot of articles about other YouTubers who stream their online stuff, and to make sure that nobody knows my passwords or can sign in everywhere, then you go to incognito mode. Don't know if it's necessary, but I do it now. So yeah, the buy me a coffee widget is actually from me. So it's my first widget that I created from pub.dev that you can just right away use in your public applications. Okay, but now the hovering shouldn't be a problem anymore, just the default color. And what is the default color at the moment? So if we jump here once more inside and check for this part. Where was it? No. Here. So now we check for the is hovering, which perfectly works. It sometimes buffers. Oh, really? Maybe I should restart my internet connection. Huh. Alright. Sorry for that. But as you can see, so we have this is hovering and the decoration I can hover. No. So this is now set in stone and should work perfectly fine. And now the next step would be, why is the problem here with the icon color? So the default color, we don't have a default color at the moment, right? So we have this icon focus color, we have the hover color, disabled color, but we do not have a default color. So final color, icon color. How would you call something like that if it's not used? Label text, label style. How are all the other colors I'm mentioning? So if we look here and look for color, we have the fill color and focus color. Yes, exactly. The default color is in the theme, but is it not something like, okay, if we don't, what is if we don't want to use a theme, right? So if I want to override it via this here. Let me check once more before I tell something wrong. But if I check for that is hover, I think all of these colors can be changed in the theme, but not necessarily clear. So here, so you see down here we have the theme data, and the default color is currently hard-coded by black and white, but it's not possible to override these things. And I think if I look back into the issue, we got the question, set the default color of the icon when text form field doesn't have a focus. Maybe I'm even doing too much, because this is just asking for the default icon color. Oh, that's sad. Hey Kare. Oh, that drives me crazy right now. So maybe I have done too much. We just want to set the default color. Or was there more for that? No, it was just the default color. Okay, so I made a mistake. It's not possible to set the default color. Yeah, without focus, without hovering, without disabled. Still not sure if I should remove that, but what I will do is I will add that, I will keep that in mind, because what I will do is I will create a new issue for that then later. So I will open up my, oh no, like Word. Yeah, and sometimes I'm working on different stuff that I don't even need. So put that stuff here inside. And also what we will do is now that removes so much overhead. It's so fantastic. Okay. So sorry for all the work of this morning. Icon hover color, for example, that needs now to be all gone, I think. So there is no icon hover color. Up here there is no hover color. Not even focus color. Nothing of what I've done is correct. How about a little break for this? I had a break already the whole afternoon. So now we can remove all that parts here. So we don't need an actual icon, disabled, focus. This is all not part of the PR. We have just this focus color, which is to do write documentation. This is the next part. And now I have an off topic that how can I integrate face fingerprint unlock before opening my Flutter app? That is a good question. Most likely you will use a package for a plugin that is working right on the device. You will not be able to use Flutter right away for that, I think. You could start the Flutter app and then authenticate by that. That would be an option. So that your Flutter app will go into the next screens only if you have set up your face or fingerprint. But I think to start up the authentication process before that will require some work on the iOS or Android side itself. I think, at least. So there is the icon. So we called it just IconColor. And I think that's fine. So that would mean that we update also up here the whole thing. So we have the icon and the icon color, which is null. Oh, that online drives me crazy. Okay, so we have that part in place. We have the icon color up here. We write the documentation. So now icon disabled color, for example, so all of them has to be go. Color, icon color. I can't see your link, Emish. I think if you want to have a link, you have to first push it to Twitter. Oh no, I misclicked somewhere. These three has to be gone. Whoop, again, question, this part. Yes, that would be an option, Sedant. I think I also created a video for that, how you can use the biometrics, so fingerprint and so on and so forth. So you can take a look there. Focus color, all of these parts. Copy that. And also that. Oops. IconColor. And the same for here. Remove that. All right, good luck with that. So I can focus color. So that because this is not existent anymore and we don't really have to do it anymore, we can use the active color. We get the active color by the theme at the moment. But of course I will create, or what I want to do after the stream is creating an issue for that we can have a look at that parts. So the icon color is focused, active color get default color. There we removed everything. Yeah, I think I have to go to Twitter to send you the link. Wow, my internet connection is really, really, really bad. I'm sorry for that. I don't know what's wrong here. Here we go. So. And up. Yeah, maybe someone is hacking me during the time I'm working here. We don't want that I solve some problems for Flutter. All right. Is focused, is active. So, and the problem is this is focused, is the active color, and the get default color is then just the icon color with the question mark. And decoration, icon color. And this part can be in the second line. So if it is not focused, then we have the default color of the icon color, and that should do the trick. If I'm on my home page and I remove all that stuff that nobody needs, and I add the, what was the name, icon color? Colors.green, for example. No, it doesn't understand that. And didn't I? Oh. Where is now my project? Ah, here we go. So I have to save, and we have still some broken stuff. So here is this icon color. Your description, Twitter link. Okay. Search for other problems. No, that's fine. Here we have that now. Is there anything missing? I have the bad feeling that we missed somewhere something, but okay. Now we save and everything should be green. Now we can go to the other project and you can see it's getting immediately green. Okay, so we set this icon color now to green, and if we start up our application here, reload, here we go. And let's have a look. The description link to my Twitter handle. Oh, is there even my old one inside? Oh, that's rough. Sorry for that. There are so many parts that you have to change if you change a little thing in the whole live stream situation, but now it should work. I updated it right away. And up. Voila. So the browser is not working anymore. What is wrong here? That is now there where we change it here. Wow, it took 33. Okay, so the default color is now green, and then it's changing to the color whatever it was in front. Why do I have two bots, like Stream Elements and Streamlabs? Okay, I think I have to check there. I think there is a lot of stuff problematic. Okay, anyway, so the default color is now green. Is that correct? Is that what we wanted to achieve? Yes, right? So the icon color is green and we can't hover at all, so that is also fine. And the hint style we can remove. And the color is green. We can change that to red. I think I installed both once and I tried to work with both of them. And then I decided for Streamlabs because I have it anyway in my... I use anyway the streaming tool from them. And now they are getting mixed up together. Cool. So now it's red. So our icon is working like we expect. That's perfect. Now we have to go back to our testing. If you remember, we had here a test. And now this is the icon color that we change. And our test can now be the tester data. See you next time, Stefan. Thank you so much for joining again. So now let's fix this test here. Hamish is back. You can directly hear it on the sounds. Alright, so we have the color, but unfortunately still the test says it is not overwritten, it's not the right one. So we have the icon theme as icon theme from the input decoration. Oh, I need also to create a new branch. So this is issue, what is the number of the issue? 48882, and the problem is input decoration icon color. So then we can also have that. So now we just have to fix that stupid test. Tester pump widget, we get that. We have an input decoration that has an icon and an icon color. That's perfect. We put both inside. Yes, I did. Was just for you. So there is the test data. And we get the icon theme at the moment. The icon itself... Can I get the icon? I think the input decoration was not possible to get. So what we have to take actually is the input decorator. So let's see if we find the type. Whoops. Find the type input decorator. Replacing that here. So, and now here we can get, for example, we have to remove the focused because we don't want to get the information about the focus. We want to have just the default. Get the decoration. Yeah, and just print that for now because I think the decoration dot color or icon color will be now our element that we passed in, right? So these two colors should be exactly the same. I'm happy that you liked it. Unfortunately, we don't come so much into writing at the moment. I love null safety and I really hope that we get that soon. So now we have the icon, and if you see, we have the input decoration that gets the color. But is this now a test that really checks if the icon color has changed? Not really, or? So this input decoration, how does it work with the icon? The input decoration? Yeah, so how it works with the icon. Once more, so we have a lot of icons, icon, but somewhere we have this. Okay. I think I'm jumped over it already. What was this icon part? Here. So we get the final widget icon, which is decoration icon. If the decoration icon is null, we return null. Else we return a padding that surrounds with an icon theme the icon itself. And there our icon color comes into place. So I can try once more to receive the icon theme. Icon theme, so, and now I can check for the test. And if I get here the right color, or data and then color, then it would be perfect, then the test would be fine. Yes, I'm working currently in the GitHub repository, so we are working with GitHub and changing inside of the GitHub something. Also inside of Flutter itself. So unfortunately we don't get the right one. I don't know why. Yes, exactly. Can we find a padding here inside? So I remove for now this part, and I don't have to run all the tests, I just run the one here. We find a padding. Yeah, but it doesn't help us really. It can be any padding. Can I get the by key? Should I give that one a key? Theme align, input decorator, theme. First widget by, what I could do is by icon and give it inside the icons pages. I receive an icon most likely from it. And what I can do is asking here for the color. What was the other part? Icon data and the color. It's null. It's really tough, to be honest. I don't know what I could do here. How do the other ones selecting that stuff? Find by pages. Okay, maybe I have to take my own icon that is only for my widget at the moment. So what could we take? For example, do not disturb. So we search for do not disturb, just to make sure that we get our icon and our element. So we get an icon, but it doesn't have any color. Could I get a unique key inside of here and pass that inside of this, I don't know, in this directionally, vielleicht in that, maybe in that input decoration, and I pass in that key. And with that I can now select this key. Is that helpful? Why? Can I not use my own part? I don't know. Can I set here inside a key? I don't think so. We need a widget for that. So now I can pass a key inside, which is a unique key that I create up here. Something like that. So instead of finding the thing by key, by icon, we would search for a key, and the key would be the key that we created up there. And then let's have a look what we receive, right? Okay, we receive now the input decorator. We get the icon color that is set. But the icon itself still don't have the color. How is it looking in the widget tree? So can I close that off? And can I convince this guy? Oh yeah, maybe I can start up the iOS simulator, for example. And then what we can do is checking out the inspector or the outline to find that widget and see how it behaves, if the color of the widget changes or how it exactly behaves here. I think the iOS simulator is not a good idea. The Android emulator is better for my case. So there's a lot of thinking at the moment, so I hope this is okay for you guys. Oh, that's a bit... maybe so. Okay, the main color has changed, and now let's have a look how this look here. So we have our text form field with the icon AC unit, and in the inspector text form field we can make that a bit more bigger, I think. Can even close that down. Give some space here so that we can see something. So we have our text form field, text field, mouse region, whatever. We have the icon down here, and there is an icon theme surrounding that with the right color. So the icon theme surrounding that. We have somehow to access that instead of getting just the first by key. We have to access that icon theme surrounding it. Can we use... So find by key, and then we need to find again or something. Tester.firstWidget. Yeah, I think it's a widget. So what was the name that we searched for? Icon theme. Find by. We have to find it afterwards. We are in the widget tree very deep already with the key, and then after that we want to find that. There is a possible ancestor. Descendant. What would be that? Ancestor? Finds widgets that are ancestors of parameter and that match the matching parameter. So we have a tester, find ancestors, of find text, faded, find by type. Okay, so ancestors, and the other thing was the find by descendant. So now I have to Google again because I don't know the difference between descendant and ancestor. I don't know which one is the former. The forefather. Okay, so we need exactly the opposite. Not the ancestor, we need the descendant. So off, and now we search find by key. That we get the key inside, and then we match by type. So find by type, and we are searching for, wow. Sorry, the music is pretty loud. Oh, way better. So find by type, and this is in our case the icon theme. So and then finally we have our element. I think this is it. So print, if we print that, we should get now our color. Look at that, we managed it. We have a test written that founds the color of our widget. Whew, that was an adventure. All right, so off, then matching in one line. I think we can add here also an enter. Okay, that was a journey. Sorry for that it took so long. Now I think we have it. I don't even know if this key is necessary, but yes, I think so, to make this unique, comparable to all the others. So this is final unique key, and we should rename that to, oh, I think I can keep it with key here in that case. I could do it differently. I don't need that key actually, so then we don't have to pollute so much of the code. I have a better idea. So we remove all of that because we are unique with our icon already. So this do not disturb is unique. So what we can do is make an ascendant search here. What was it? Ancestor? Yeah, so the before guy. So we find by, and not by key, we find by icon. And we search by to the icons do not disturb. And then we search for the theme data. And what we do now is, so are we? So this is the print here in that case. We need something else. So expect, or should we do that in one line? I don't think so. Tester find by icon. Okay. So what we do is here in that part, we found our element, which is an icon theme, which is that part here. So icon theme. I could imagine that we have to say as somewhere, so as icon theme. And now we can say expect icon theme dot data dot color is equal to, so how do we do the color that we have up here? So const and give it into it. So now we have expected this, and this one can be final too. And if I'm executing that, here we go. That's exactly what we wanted to achieve. That was a run. So 65432, so can just change that away. Make the same here. Short look on the clock, but everything looks good. Finally, okay, we managed it. We have the test written, we have everything in place, we have the ancestor check. So this was a very good idea. Finally, that was what we're seeing. So with the ancestor or the descender, we have a perfect match to find our elements. And with this testing method, what we do is we select one of the elements in the widget tree, in our case, our icon. And after that, we are matching with the next one that is on top of it, which is in our case the icon theme. And now I just try to make it a bit more unique. So this should work. First widget, find ancestor. Looking forward to that PR, what the people are saying about it, but I think that makes sense. And then we expect the color to be the same. So, and I rerun it once more, just to see that everything works. Fantastic. Okay, so now we have tested it, we can get rid of the key, and that should do the trick for the testing. Do we have some missed points? I think we have to write documentation still. Fantastic. But for the icon, like focus color, oh, we have that still in place. Okay, so this has to be gone everywhere. So also here, the icon disabled color, hover color. The hover color stays, but these three can be gone. Same thing for here. So what have we learned in that whole session? Never be too over the top for each thing. All right, so the icon color is still there. Yep, looks good. We still have to write documentation. That's perfect. All right. All right, so now the documentation. Where would we find something like the icon color documentation? Do we have already somewhere an icon color? Better a final icon color. Is it final color? Yeah. So final color, icon color. Aha. So there is already something. So if specified, the icon color used for enabled, the icon color used for default for the default icon color. I think that makes sense, or? So if this is used, so the question is just what do we do with the default one? So what would be the default part? So if this is not specified, what will be the default color? I think the default color will be from the theming. Yeah, so here we have the get default icon color. And inside here we are using the colors white 70 or 45. Get default icon colors. Is that somewhere else used? No, or it's just this part. then I would not do it like this. I think I would put it inside here. And then, or, I mean, we have a method for that already. So we would check here inside if the decoration icon color equal to null, then we return unequal to null. Then we return our color. This is decoration.IconColor. And else we would do the whole switch stuff. Yeah, I think that makes sense because that method already describes everything. So if we want to reuse that somewhere else again, then we don't have to do that. And also we can bring that in one line again. Okay, so this is tested, this is working. Welcome back, Hamish. Yes, the issue is solved. I found the problem and I made a huge progress in testing. So we used the find ancestor for that, and then we searched for the icon, and after that we matched to the next icon theme above of us. So now with that we can migrate everything, and I think we can push that to our branch. So added the icon default color or icon color. Is icon color still a good name? I'm not sure. I think that's fine. Added the icon color to input decorator and wrote tests. Good, let's push that up. Here we go. So we created on our origin, on our fork. And we push that up. Fantastic. So push. And with that in place, we should now have been our second PR. And what I will do now is I have to copy this part and go to pull requests. And now you see up here already that our branch is selected, had recent pushes less than a minute ago, and now we can compare and create a pull request for that. And here is now the description what we have done. The net is too slow. Is it really that bad? I'm really sorry for that. So what we fixed is actually that description. We will do that. This related issues, replace this paragraph so we can remove that. I added the following tests. That would be input decorator, this part. Would be good if I have the input decorator test.dart input. On the other hand, I think you will find that. Added that behind there. Replace this list PR a change of behavior with no test covering. Okay, we don't have that. That is fine. With a description of the PR is doing, that is what we will do in a second. We have that in place. Checklist. So the configuration guideline, I read that one. We have assigned the CLA. We followed the style guide, I hope at least. Tree hygiene, I tried my best. Relevant documentation with /// I did that. Yes, everything is passing, at least that part that we changed. Well, origin or master are completely two different things, Amish. You usually have a called origin is your remote. So this is the branch that you are working on. So you have usually origin and a fork. And as you see, the origin is, for me, the Flutter repository, so Flutter itself, and I created a fork out of that. So up here you have the fork button, so you create a whole copy of that for yourself. So this is your fork, and you usually work on your fork because you can break everything like you want on your fork. and then you merge into the origin, so into the part that you want to work on. And then we are working on a so-called feature branch. So as you can see down here, this is our branch list. And I took it from master and merged it into a new branch that I called issue 448 something. And now you can see up here that we try from the base repository, we merge now from my MD Weber Flutter repository into that one. And I made that from my feature branch to the master branch from them. Okay, so analyzer, that's a good question. I will right away test that. Does not report any problems on my PR. So that's a good question. So let's check that out. I can also make that up. Fingers crossed, exactly. In the meantime, I can do already some other stuff, so I'm hoping that it will work. I'm willing to follow up the review. Yes, I want to do that. It's a shame that I worked that long on that problem because I just read the issue wrong. I just added more stuff than it was actually necessary. No, all existing tests are running, no breaking changes, and if we can remove that section, and we will do, then we have a different list of issues, that's fine. So, and this part can be changed. The default color of an input decoration icon can now be modified with the property IconColor. Yeah, British English. But I think the repository is American English, so that's why we have IconColor together. Yeah, that is because the one, I think American English has it without an U and British English has it with an U. At least I hope I'm right with that. So and now we can have a look into the preview, how everything looks. That looks good. We have made all of that. Tree hygiene, we did all that. And somewhere I can also see the changes. Ah, yeah, down here. So we added here a hint line, so this should be gone, I think. And Flutter English doesn't have you. So we have here 2030. And here we added something, that's good. We added, that's fine. I think that line space is fine. Color icon is fine, fine, fine. More than fine, cool. I'm not sure if this indentation is correct, so I most likely will get a PR comment on that, but that's fine. And I just want to remove that one line that we accidentally put in the input decorator. So input decorator line 23. Yeah, but this is everything not part of my PR, so I'm not happy with that. I don't trust it. What is going on here? Okay, it seems we have some issues here. So not in the test, in the input decorator. What was the number? 2023. That would be here. Don't need that. The good thing is I can't even... I could kill it. Yeah, terminate. Whew. So, but I assume that the start analyzer Flutter repo is... That was super weird. CLRT is just, I hope that it is what I thought. It is a line break. Okay, no, none. Command, no. Nothing of that makes sense. Okay, so I shouldn't have write CLRT, I think. The good thing is when we merge the whole thing, on the other hand, I think, yeah, that's fine for now. It's just a line break. So we have that. We have this color parts in place. This is part. This is done. So I will create this PR. Voila. And with that, we have a new PR open. Here we go, smooth and quick. Parts change, that looks good. And we have the test for that, perfect. And this is the part. Okay, and with that we have a PR open, and now let's see when the next guy has time and checks it out. Whew. All right, that was quite a journey. I'm a bit, we just reduced the scope and everything was way easier to solve, right? So if we take a look, what we actually have changed after 4 hours of work is we created this if section here with that color. CLRF, do I? CLRF? Munich. No, I think not. I'm looking for line break. I don't know anymore if there was, I thought there was some line break at the end or something. Abbreviation. End of line, new line, hard return. Oh. I don't know. Not important. just a wrongly named commit message. I think we can live with that. Did I miss anything? Maybe this documentation could be not good enough that I would accept. Maybe we can also improve it there. I don't know. This part should take IconColor into account. That's fair, I think. This part could be better aligned. But actually, after the 4 hours of work, this was everything that we did, which is nothing, right? At the end, we just have to search all the different parts. And I think I would be faster if I had not worked that long on some different problems. But it's fair. And what I see is now our branch is red, but this doesn't mean anything because the Flutter build is currently broken. And this means when I'm looking into the pull requests, oh wow, the internet connection is really horrible. Okay, so then we will see that all of our builds are currently red. So I think that should be fine. The question is, should I add someone to that PR so that it's getting reviewed? No, I think not. People will see that. All right. LF versus CLRF. LF versus CLRF. Okay. Yes, exactly. This was what I'm searched for. Line feed, okay. Ah, so it is the bytes that are replaced as end of line markers. All right. So cool. I didn't have to forget on test it on Windows because what we actually just changed was the default color. And I think with that it is pretty fine. Just want to have a second look into it. We have this part, and I think we just added that if statement now there, right? Yeah, so this is the part. Cool. Because they are working all the same, Android, iOS, and so on, we don't really have to test because we wrote a test that the icon itself is running. So the input decorator test is testing that for us because it checks the tested pump widget and we search for the icon theme, and the icon theme has control over the icon. So if the icon is getting a different shade color, then it works. So we are sure that this is working, which is fantastic actually. But if you like, you can have the Android emulator once more. We can change here the icon color, right? And change that to the color, for example, blue. And the cool thing is now, if we hot reload, hopefully somewhere. Whoop. What is that? Get a lot of text and a broken application. Looking good, promising. Okay, but now with that in place, usually we should have the opportunity to run that. And only way in Windows, really? I thought Git has a... Git removes then that and replaces it with the other one, right? Because I think there is an option in Git that you change that CLRF to something else. The tree is closed, okay. I think what this tree is closed means is that at the moment there are build problems and you are not able to merge something. Is there a problem with that, Jidesh? I mean, I understand that all the other Unix systems using LF instead of CRLF, but is there any major difference? I think it's just the amount of bytes, right, at the end. But I think that's going to a bit off topic. In the other case, everything is working now. We have our PR open. People can work on that now. That's pretty cool. And the next time when we work on an issue, I'm really looking forward to see the next issue that we can merge if we find another thing. In the meantime, I will create maybe now the PR or the discussion for this icon color stuff, that we maybe have more color opportunities than just the icon color, that we also have an arrow color, hint color, and so on and so forth. Hey Yogesh, nice to see you. The question is, do we have there already something maybe? Expose input decorator default icon color. Input decorator icon color. Depends. Expose input decoration default icon color. So this is the one that I fixed right now. I think it would make sense. Okay. I should decrease the price on Flutter explained. I can think about that. So this is that part, and I think that's it. We have managed that. All right, so the second PR is open. Let's see what we get as feedback. I think we don't get that now. Thank you very much for joining me today. It was fantastic. It would be fantastic if you can leave me down in the comments or now in the comments what we would like to tackle next. If you have an issue in Flutter that you want to fix, then just tell me, then I can do that. And in the meantime, we have added that icon, and thank you for watching and see you the next time. See you everyone.